Hi, good evening, everyone. So we would like to warmly welcome all of you to the third day of the Avenue Directors Training Seminar. And today we have two sessions, and the first session is conducted by our audit team. So I would like to hand over the proceedings to the audit team.
Okay, hi guys. I hope I'm perfectly audible. Okay, so welcome to the Avenue Directors Training Seminar under the Organization Development Avenue. So before we start the discussion, I would like to remind you all that we'll be having a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. So if you have like any kind of questions, please note them down and ask them at the end of the presentation, right? So when it comes to Organization Development Avenue, this is a newly introduced avenue in the year 2023-24. So we'll try to brief you on what exactly we are facilitating or what is provided by us that you'll be receiving from the Organization Development Avenue. And in the next slide, yeah, so in the next slide, this is the team of the Organization Development Avenue. The avenue is overlooked by two ADRRs, Rotaract Past President Ishini Herath and Rotaract Nimna Pereira. And then we have three joint directors, Rotaract Immediate Past President Komudi Pinnedoowe and Rotaract IPP Immediate Past President Sanara Gamage, and myself, Rotaract Monali Bandhuratne. Right, so this is the team for Organization Development Avenue. So in the next slide, when talking about the scope, to simply put, Organization Development Avenue is handling all the, or I could say mostly, the administration aspects of the clubs that are in the district 3220, right? So the first one is, it is the knowledge hub of the district. So this means things like informing the clubs about the Rotary International and district policies, and any maybe knowledge downscaling sessions about the administration policies and the documentation, and ensuring these activities within the district complies with these policies and standards, right? And moving to the second one, it is also another important thing. It is assisting the clubs, the growing clubs and already established clubs with their membership acquisition and membership retention. And also, we are the people who are responsible in doing the member transfers among the clubs. So we'll be talking about this topic later in our discussion, right? And next, the third one is, this one is not that important for you all because you guys are always from the already chartered clubs, right? But this is anyways within our scope that is assisting the newly formed clubs in their chartering procedures. And the next one is monitoring each club's performance and providing them with the necessary guidance, training and resources to improve their operations. So this is why we provide you the orientation programs. You can always request us orientation programs for your club, maybe in the areas that you feel you're lacking the knowledge, or maybe if you want to refresh the knowledge and all. So we'll let you know more details about this, how you can request the orientation programs from us in the latter part of our discussion. And next one is, when you proceed in the year, you will get some emails from the Rotary International, right? Which sometimes you may understand what is said in there, and sometimes you may not. So we'll be helping you out to clarify all the doubts about the these Rotary International or RA related matters, especially the RI dues. So yeah, this is exactly what covers under the Organizational Development Avenue. And next, we'll be explaining you on how you can strategically do the membership retention and membership acquisition, and how you can do the membership transfers among the clubs, right? So this will be explained by Sanara. Sanara, over to you.
Thank you, Monali. So, hi everyone. Welcome to the OD session of ADTS. Hope I'm audible and visible. Yeah, okay. So, can we move to the next slide, please? Okay, so when it comes to the membership, like as you know, like handling the membership is a very hard task, right? So it's a very vital, at the same time, it's a very hard task. But at the same time, we really encourage the clubs to have their own kind of a way to handle their membership. But these are some of the things, some of the strategies we, kind of like, suggesting y'all to improve your member acquisition process as well as your membership retention process. So these are a few of the strategies you can use to acquire members for your clubs. So okay, so Elan, can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, so these are the membership acquisition strategies. So when it comes to acquisition, of course, the easiest way is to invite them personally, right? So you can, recommend members to new members to the club, to your own club, as well as, you can recommend clubs to your friends, family, and so on. And the next one is project participation invitation. So even like, for example, if you're from a university-based club, you can involve your university friends for your Rotaract projects. So if they feel like, if they find purpose and if they kind of start to like these projects, doing these projects, engage with the community and stuff, it will encourage them to join your club. So it's one way to do it. And also the next one is a very common one. So we can do sessions, presentations at schools, institutes, and also the community. So when it comes to institute-based clubs or university-based clubs, we encourage you to have small introductory sessions for the university students. So you can, introduce what is Rotaract and introduce your club to them, and also what we are doing and all those stuff. So, you can encourage them to join your club. As well as when it comes to community-based clubs, there are different types of community-based clubs, but, some of the clubs, they have the membership who are like above the age of 18. So maybe you can, go to schools and encourage them to join Rotaract after their school life, as well as even interactors as well. And same goes with the community centers, places, and all. And the next one, simply something we do every day. So we are utilizing the social media and the online platforms to kind of attract new members to our clubs. And also we can, collaborate with other organizations, student clubs. If you're in a university, you can, collaborate with other clubs such as Leo, ISAC, and so on, and societies. And also, you can partner up with other youth organizations or even, other organizations. And also you can have partnerships. These partnerships can be, corporate partnerships or different types of partnerships. So this will also encourage new members to join your club. And also local media such as newspapers and stuff also will encourage new members to join. And also you can, participate in community outreach events that will also, make steps to for new members to join our club. Okay, so next we'll go to the retention strategies. So yes, So just ignore the topic. It's the other way around. So these are the membership retention strategies. So when it comes to retention, like I said, previously mentioned, when it comes to membership, there are two things we have to do. First one is acquiring the members to the club, like attracting them. And also the next one, it is I think the most difficult task. So to keep them within the club, which is we call as retention. So one of the easiest things, as well as like one of the easiest approaches you can do is, like fostering a very welcoming and also inclusive environment within the club. So that will encourage them also, they will, your club will be a happy place for them. So that will encourage them to actively participate in your projects and initiatives as well. So that will make them, stay in the club for a very long time. And another thing is acknowledge members' contributions and efforts regularly. So as you know, like some of the clubs have their annual awarding ceremonies, and they give out certificates and awards. Also, when it comes to very recently we had our assembly, a district training assembly. So even there, a lot of clubs Rotaractors got their different recognitions and awards. So that is one way to retain members in your club. And also doing meaningful community service initiatives. That way they will find purpose in what they are doing, in whatever they are doing. So that will also encourage them to stay in your club. Also encouraging and allowing your members to take on the leadership positions in your club, as well as this one is a very vital thing. So allowing your members to contribute to decision-making processes. I know the executive committee members and the board of directors, they will be actively engaged in decision-making processes, but also it will be nice to allow your members to be a part of these processes as well, because that will hold them accountable, and they will kind of feel the inclusiveness as well. And they will be feeling that they are included in the club and its decision-making processes. Also, you can have different training and skill development workshops, seminars and stuff. So as you know, like we are giving something to the community and the environment, at the end of the day we are getting something back as well, right? So this way you as a president or secretary or any club official, you can arrange training and skill development workshops and stuff. So even like fun events or those stuff as well. So that will also encourage them to stay in your club. And also, proper regular communication, transparent and open communication, and also providing mentorship. And final point is very important. So personal check-in. So you can reach out to your members and ask them how they are doing and stuff. So they will feel attached to y'all, and also that will encourage them to feel like they're included in the club as well. So, and also that will improve the bond between your club members. So yeah, those are a few of the strategies. So as I previously mentioned, just like I previously mentioned, these are some of the strategies just we came up with, but the clubs can follow their own strategies and stuff. So it's up to the club, and it's really your decision to follow what type of strategies to improve your membership acquisition process and the retention process. So yeah, let's next move on to the membership transfer process. So this one is a very important one. So when it comes to membership transfers, as all of you know, membership transfer is, one of your members will be transferring from your club to another club, or it's the other way around. So here we have two types of clubs. So the first club is we are calling the outbound transfer club, and the second one we call it the inbound transfer club. So outbound transfer club is the one the member is currently in. So they are a part of the outbound transfer club, and now they want to transfer to the other club. So we call it inbound transfer club, the club they're transferring to. So there are a few steps you have to follow when you're doing a transfer process, and these there are separate steps you have to follow from both club ends. So when it comes to the outbound transfer club, first you have to prepare your recommendation letter for the particular member. So when it comes to recommendation letter, right now you can follow the last year's recommendation letter, which is given on the handbook of last year. So you can use that format in your New Year's club letterhead, and then you can properly prepare the recommendation letter and get the signatures. And one of the important things I have to mention here is in the recommendation letter, clearly mention that you are recommending the member or whether you're not recommending, because from experience we can say, like there were few transfer recommendation letters where it was not clearly mentioned, so we cannot really process with the transferring, because you have not recommended. We actually consider that as that you are not recommending the member. So make sure that you are clearly mentioning whether you are recommending the member or not. Okay, so the second step is after preparing the recommendation letter. So since I think most of the participants here are club presidents, secretaries, and membership coordinators. So as you know, there's a tab on RMIS, there's a section called outbound transfer process or outbound transfers. So there you can go to that tab and then you can select the member and the club they're transferring to, and also there you can upload the recommendation letter, and then just click on transfer. So it will direct on RMIS, it will direct to the district for the district approval. And after that, it's not over. You have to send an email to the organization development team. So the email address is mentioned here. Here you have to attach the same letter, and then make sure to copy the respective two club presidents and also the two guide club coordinators of the two clubs. And also especially you have to copy the member, the particular member. So it's very important that the member is the whole process is known to the member. So that's why we are copying the member as well. So make sure to do that as well. So altogether there will be 6 email addresses, one for OD, mainly the OD email address, and then you have the other 5 email address you're copying for the email thread. And when you are sending the email, make sure to include the following information as well. So the information is the full name of the member and also the email address on the RI portal. So there are instances where the same member have 2 different email addresses on RMIS and RI portal. So make sure here you have to mention the email address that is there on the RI portal of the particular member. And also there are RI membership ID. So these 3 are important. And if you're doing a bulk member transfers, you can use a table or something like that to mention all this information. So yeah, and after that you can send the email. And I think within 3 days, the district will approve the or maybe it's not like if it's a valid transfer, the district will approve from the organization development avenue. And after the approval, you can terminate the particular member from your club membership on the RI portal as well. So that's the process from the outbound transfer club. And then yeah, so when it comes to inbound transfer club, once the district approves of the inbound transfer, of course you will get the email, because the outbound transfer club will include you all on the email as well, email thread as well. So after that, once the district send you that they have the district has approved from the district's end, you can add the member to your RMIS club membership. So what you can do is approving the inbound transfer request on RMIS. So just like there's a tab called outbound transfer, there's a tab called inbound transfer as well. So you can go to that tab and you can accept the particular member on that. And for the completion of the transfer as the final step, make sure to add the particular member to your club membership on the RI portal as well. So here, to add the member, you will require to search the member on the adding section. You will require certain details. That's why the outbound transferring club will provide those three types of details: full name, the email, and the membership ID. So then easily you can add the particular member to your club membership on the RI portal as well. So yeah, that's the process of the member transferring. And I think let's go for the questions. I think you might have questions, so let's go for the questions by the end of this presentation. Okay, over to you, Komudi.
Thank you, Sanara. So first of all, very sorry, apologies for not being able to switch on the cam, but I will make sure to make this interesting for you all to listen. So this is something that we introduced as an avenue to the council members, the presidents and secretaries. This is nothing new to them because this was already introduced at Pets and Sets, and we also implemented this. We use this platform at the DCM as well. So for whoever is joining in from whoever that's looking into overlooking membership development and that area from the committee from clubs who have joined today, this may be a little new to you, so nothing to worry. So this is basically a platform that we have introduced to y'all, to the council members, and basically everyone and anyone. So all the topics that were addressed before by Sanara and Monali, basically about membership development, the strategies, RI dues, policies, the RI portal itself, whatever questions that you have got, we know no matter how many times we ask you, we always know that y'all have got doubts, at least one doubt. And it is not all the time that y'all get a chance to directly get in touch with us and get them clarified. Therefore, we have introduced this platform where you can post your issues, your concerns, your doubts through this. You can post it anonymously. Your names or clubs or your club details will not be posted on this. Only your questions or your doubts will be posted here. For example, I have a few examples here on this slide. So, and they will be addressed every month at every month's DCM, so that all the presidents and secretaries, either one of them can bring it over to you, or you yourself can view the answer following the DCM whenever you have time. And you can always go back to this particular platform and refer to the answers that we have posted. So we also have a few more questions that we directly got, so we are hoping to post them very soon on the platform, so that y'all can also have a look at the doubts and the questions for them, so that everything's clear. It's not just your issue that will be addressed, it will be everyone's issues that will be addressed, which may or may not be applicable to you as well. So that's that. This is called the Padlet. I have also attached the link below, so y'all can just click away and access this very easily. It's nothing new. It's not, it may look Greek to y'all, but it's actually not. It's very easy. It's very simple. Things have been very simple. All you got to do is just click the plus button at the bottom and just post away your doubts, and we will address the issues then and there, and also address the issues at the DCM every month. Moving on, we have moving on to the next slide. We are going to be talking about orientations. Yeah, thank you. We have quite happy with the number of orientation requests that we have received so far. So we highly encourage the Guide Club coordinators to conduct the orientations for their respective clubs. So say a club wants an orientation, a very basic, a very generic orientation that can be conducted by the GCC. However, the clubs can always reach out to the OD team if there are any specific areas that that the clubs want us to touch upon. For example, some of the examples could be, RID procedures, elevate Rotaract, basic club administration, do's and don'ts, things like that. So if there are any specific areas that you would like the OD team to address, you can always drop us an email. The email is attached here as well once again. And yeah, and also please make sure to include in this particular email, say that it is something, it is a few topics that you all want us to address. Just mention those areas very specifically, and also the date, time, venue, and also keep your GCC on copy. So it can be online, it could be physical, it could be a joint initiative with another club, it could also be just your club. But whichever way, just share all the information in one email so that it's easy for us as well. And we will allocate people, and we will make sure that we have slides prepared, and we will do the needful. But just this is one very important thing. So it's just this year that we have, we customize the presentations, and our presentations, the slides and whatnot, according to each of these orientations. So it's best if you not request for orientations for the sake of requesting for orientations. There has to be a purpose, and please make sure that the target audience is clear. So say one particular topic could be very important to the committee, but not so important to the members. So for something like that, it's best if we only have the committee or the board of directors. But something that's very generic, a topic that is very generic and is applicable to the entire club, at times like that, yes, it is best to bring the entire club, invite all club members, board of directors, executive committee members, all of them. So also just make point of that each of these orientation programs, or these sessions that y'all request, have a purpose at the end of the day. And yeah, so y'all are just y'all can just mail us on this email. And please also make sure to, like I mentioned before, make sure to have the date, time, and venue, and the specific areas in the email. If y'all need any specific disco member, please do let us know. Please include that name as well, so we could see if that particular individual is willing to, conduct the meeting, the orientation session. Apart from this, is I'm talking about apart from the OD team. If there is anyone else that you all are willing to have on board, please do let us know. That is also possible. With that, I think we have come to an end. But yes, we are open for questions now. Please ask away. And also at the same time, the attendance form is on the chat option. So please make sure to click on that and also fill in your attendance. Yeah, y'all can ask away now.
I think Anam has asked a question. Yeah, I think the first question is what if the member is not recommended? Will the member still able to get transferred? Yes, Anam, actually, Anam and everyone. So there's a different process. So since the member is not recommended, so it will be a special case, and you can, the member or the inbound club, inbound transfer club, they can send an email requesting the transfer to the OD email. And also, what if a member wanted to transfer to another club, but the initial club doesn't? The same thing. It's a special case. So you will be needed to, draft a special email to the send an special email to the organization development team, copying the like the people who are concerned with the issue. Yeah, I think even our ADRR Ishini, you're there, right? You can.
Yeah, Sanara, I'm here. So you asked me to address the previous question.
Yeah, I think you can give a more.
Okay. In the special cases, like the people who are not recommending from the outbound club, definitely at that point, we from the district steering committee's end, we will request the outbound clubs to make a request, like saying they will take the responsibility, though the outbound club not recommended this club. If the inbound club will ensure that this member should be a part of that particular inbound club member, yes, of course, with that consent only we will transfer that member to the inbound club. If not, district also not, since the outbound club recommending due to it also depends with the case. It can be a financial matter, it can be a behavioral matter or whatnot. According to the situation, district steering committee also will give a consent on what sort of a transfer process will be there. Like if it is a very extremely serious case on because serious case only the outbound club not recommending, definitely it will addressed by the district steering committee saying we are also not recommended, but it also totally up to the inbound club to take that particular final decision, saying no worries, we will take care of and we will take the responsibility on this member, and we would like to invite that particular member to our club. So that is the basically when it's come to the special cases. So I hope I answered the question on that.
So basically it's same as last year, right?
Sorry, Nimna?
I didn't say this.
Okay.
It was Anna.
It was me, Anna. So I was
Anna?
saying it was same as last year, right? Yes, Anna. It is same as the last year.
Anna, did we answer your questions? Both questions, right?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Then Sandaru has asked, hi, I have a question regarding transfers. This is to know whether when a member is transferred in, would they be recognized as a general member regardless of the status in the previous club, or is it in the club discretion? Yeah, it's the club's choice, right? So you have the, like, if you are the inbound club official, if your club have your club has decided to give the member the general membership, it's fine, like you can go ahead according to your bylaws. So if it's okay with your bylaws, you can go ahead and make them. So it's the club's choice.
Yeah, adding to that, actually, regarding that, Sandru, with regard to membership, actually, you can upgrade the membership. Let's say that person was a prospective member at the previous club, and you had a inbound transfer, and you got in the member to the club, and you can keep that member in the prospective, keep them as a prospective member, or you can upgrade them to a general member. So that is up to you. But if that member was a general member, that means that person has a RIID. That means that person officially got into the Rotaract movement. Then you can't actually put them into the prospective status again when you got them in, because putting them in the prospective status means you are that is like a terminating. Purely terminating the member. So actually that member was a general member in the previous club. Then you have to actually keep them as a general member, unless otherwise that person was terminated from the RI portal due to a reason, as in maybe the financial commitment or a ethical reason or a disciplinary action with regard to that. Unless otherwise that member was terminated from the RI portal. If that person was a general member in the previous club, you have to actually keep the same status in your club. That means when you are transferring in, you can't actually downgrade the membership, but you can upgrade or keep it as it is if you need, based on your club bylaws or not. I hope.
Nimna, can I ask a follow-up question based on your answer?
Yeah.
It's Anam, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, now let's say a practical scenario like this. For example, let's say University of Moratuwa, there is a member who is really old, who was there in Rotaract for, I think, let's say past 3 years. I mean, like, who was not there in Rotaract past 3 years, but he was a Rotaractor back in 3 years ago. So he decides to join a club, and he was not there for 3 years. So obviously he might have been terminated from RI portal and RMIs. No, so he decides to transfer the club, and in that case, the inbound transfer club, they decides to keep him as a prospective member depending on his let's say performance and all. Decides after that only they decide to make him a general member. So in the transfer process, initially should he be a, I mean, like, in case if he want, I think this was addressed during the RMI's training as well. So in that case, if we want to keep him as a prospective member but a member of the club, what can we do about it?
Actually, with regard to that, because of that member is terminated from the previous club, you can keep them as a prospective member in your club list. So, and like a probationary period that you gave that to make that person to check whether that member is like active or inactive based on the active status, you can add them to the RI portal and make him an active member of the RMIs as well. As in, if that person is terminated, usually in like a club, what happens is if that person is not active for a long time, that person will get inactive, and based on the current practices with regard to the RIDs, it is like a very frequent thing. So that will make you like a, when you are getting the transfer request, you can make that person a prospective member without any doubt at all.
I think so far that option is not there. Will it be updated? I mean, in RMIs, it comes to
Yeah, that will be updated.
Sure,
In
sure.
the
Then that's
RMIs, previously it was directly
yeah,
transferring,
exactly.
that person was like making as a zero member.
Yes,
previously.
exactly. Yeah,
But that will be updated in this year.
yeah, cool. Then fine. As far as that's updated, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think we have one more question from Sandaru. One more question, the mail regarding from outbound club should be sent by the secretary or the president specifically, or any other club member. So it should like it's better if the president or secretary could send it, but also if you have a membership coordinator or a director, so they can send the email as well. So any person who's in charge of handling the membership can send the email.
Sanara, but keeping the president and secretary also on copy, no?
Right, yeah. So anyways, you have to keep in copy
the
like
GCs.
the yes, the people I mentioned previously in the process. So you have to keep those people on copy. But at the end of the day, to answer your question, yes, anyone who's overlooking the membership, they can send the email. So it can be the membership coordinator or the membership director, or in some clubs, the secretary is overlooking the membership. So yeah. Any more questions? Not just regarding the transfer process, I think we mentioned our scope previously at the beginning of the presentation. If you have any questions regarding any of that, you can ask now. And also, when it comes to the transfer process, we will be sharing you the guidelines document maybe before this month ends. So you can go through it as well, and then it can be a supporting document.
Hi. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Out of curiosity, I just want to ask one more question on the transfer procedure. May I?
Yes, go ahead.
Does the transfer procedure apply to the senior member of the club, such as secretary or director of any avenue?
Yes, the process applies to everyone.
All right. So in that, in the answer, so say like if a secretary is being transferred to the another club, does the
Okay.
position change, or else he or she may hold the same position in the club transferred?
It's up to the club to decide, like if the inbound, like it's totally up to the club to decide, like it doesn't necessarily have to be the same position, like when it comes to the executive or POD positions. No, it will not be transferred, the position will not be transferred, only the membership will be transferred. And after that, the other club can decide whether they are going to make them an executive committee member or a BOD member.
Clear. Thank you so much.
Do we have more questions? You can even unmute yourself, just like Sandy. I think everything is good. Maybe Nimna or Ishini, you all can take on if you want to add any more.
All good from my end. Hope that three ladies actually cover the each and every single thing. Good stuff on that. So if you guys have more questions, we are more than happy to answer. It can be transfers, it can be RI, it can be my Rotary account or whatnot. So even beyond that scope, it can be your bylaw amendments, it can be your club membership trackings and whatnot with regards to your any sort of admin related thing. We are more than happy to have customized training also. So confidential plus customized to your clubs and whatnot. So we are more than happy to support on those areas since we are having a big team this year. So good stuff, and hoping to work with you all throughout the year. So thank you so much, team.
Sanara, I think we can wrap things up, no?
Yes. So before ending, guys, we want to remind you all that there will be another session on club administration on the 23rd from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will be conducted by the same avenue, our organization development avenue. So hope you will join that as well. So yeah, Coco, let's wind up.
Yes, yeah. So, like Ishini also mentioned, we are just one call away, or just always feel free to, drop us a message or, call us anytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Presidents and secretaries, if y'all are here, please encourage your PD directors to join the PD session at 8. And with that, thank you so much for joining in, and good night.